Okay, in this one, we're going to be going over decorating. Decorating and furnishing are very similar. It is largely a choice based on preference and what you think will look good. No one rule is constant over all designs. To demonstrate this, I've previously mentioned I've seen Airbnbs with My Little Pony everywhere and Disney characters, and you can make an experience out of anything and you can make anything work as long as it makes sense. Don't just throw stuff together and hope it sticks. Typically, not a great move to design everything in My Little Pony. However, you better believe those people are booked out for a very long time for such a unique experience. It's one of those things you can't go halfway. You have to go all the way, though. You can't do a few. You got to create the whole experience, not just a piece of the experience, because that's a very extreme end of the spectrum. Most of us are not going for a unique experience, though, and should just be following a very basic decorating layout. So, when in doubt, keep it simple. Simple always looks clean, even if it is a little boring. But too much clutter makes it look and feel very dirty and cluttered. Exactly that. You don't want people feeling cluttered. And a lot of stuff on the walls, and especially if you don't know how to decorate and make it look nice, if you're just throwing stuff places, and people who do know how to decorate are going to come in and be like, this looks terrible. You don't want people thinking about that place. So when in doubt, if you're really not sure what to do, keep it simple. You don't need to overdo anything. But what you should do is do what's already working and model based off successful Airbnbs in your area doing the thing that you're wanting to do. You'll find a very, very constant theme as we go through this course. I'm constantly telling you to do what is already working. Or, like I said, you can hire an interior designer. They can come in here, they're going to charge you some money, and they're going to tell you exactly what to put where. And if you pay them enough, they'll even pick out the furniture and do that for you. That's, of course, an option. But up front, you're getting into your first unit. That may not be the option that you want to go with. So you can hire the interior designer, or you can just get familiar with the Airbnbs in your area, get familiar with what you want, what do you want it to look like, and model it based off of what's already working. It's simple. It's the least time and energy consuming way to approach decorating or furnishing. It's important to you to protect your time and energy because in this business, if you don't, it's entirely possible you waste too much time or money on something like decorating. It is important. It's definitely important, but it's not that important. Put energy into thinking about it, but don't overthink it. Make it look good, but don't stand there until it's perfect. Because one, it's never going to be perfect. And two, if you're anyone like me, you probably don't even know what the hell looks good anyway. So just go out there and see what's working. Your goal for decorating should be to get an interior designer at some point in time where you can have them do everything. When you're first starting, like I said, that's not really where we're at. And I know a lot of people already think you're good designers. Some of you know, like I, that you're not good designers. But a lot of you out there are like, oh yeah, but I am a good designer. I can do that no problem. I have a great eye for design. And I'm sure you're just as good as the interior designer who spends their entire day looking at and designing and creating interior designs for places for 10, 15, 5, 20 years, whatever it is. Point is, you're not as good as that person. Let that person come in there and do this. Henry Ford said it the best. You hire the people and the people build your business. Let someone come in who is better than you and let them take the reins. You will have more time to spend on money-making activities like finding new units and acquiring new properties and maximizing your existing ones. Now, if what you like to do is decorate, if that's your thing, you want to be an interior designer, you're kind of a decorator, that's right up your alley, great, go for it. But put all of you don't want to spend your focus on too many different things. You don't want to be trying to do everything yourself. So if you're doing the interior design, then maybe you should think about, hiring someone who can do a lot of this other stuff like sales activities, like calling and prospecting and sending emails and selling landlords on your business model. If that's not you, then you need to find someone to do that. But at the end of the day, the thing that's going to make the business thrive are the sales activities. Those activities are going to make you money. These are going to maximize your existing profits, but you can spend all the time you want interior decorating a unit. That's not going to get you more units. The only thing that's going to get you more units is doing sales activities. That's why I say, if you're going to do this, then you should, one, already have committed to having someone else to do the sales activities part of that, or you should have done it yourself already and got to the point where, you're starting to scale out. Maybe you have some virtual assistants now and you can afford to take that and delegate it somewhere else. But that's the fire that's going to keep you going. So don't sleep on the sales activities because you get caught up trying to make your Airbnb look pretty. You're doing this to make some money and create a business, not to be an interior designer. So think about that before you spend too much time decorating the inside of your property. See you guys on the next lesson.